It hasn't been a great showing for Dalton Knecht of the Los Angeles Lakers throughout the NBA Summer League. Knecht, a second-year player, was hoping to go out there and only play a few games after showing some bright spots during his rookie season. However, Knecht is averaging just 7.0 points per game, shooting 25% from the field and 0 to 9 from three-point range. Some believe that the Lakers could move on from him in the offseason, but this certainly isn't helping his value. Despite that, in a recent deal from Sports Illustrated, the Lakers would move on from him and more in a trade involving the Atlanta Hawks and Chicago Bulls. Hawks receive Kobe White. Lakers receive Jalen Smith and Jevon Carter. Bulls receive Kobe Buffkin, Knecht, Gabe Vincent, and an unprotected 2-0-3-1-1 SD round pick swap via LEL. They get another center and a veteran guard to continue rounding out their team. Jalen Smith is one of the best value contracts in the league and would be perfect behind DeAndre Ayton. Jackson Hayes had moments last season, but is not the best option for the backup role on the team. Smith is a huge upgrade on offense and Carter is a solid deep bench option that comes cheap, they wrote. Will Lakers trade Dalton Knecht this offseason? There have been questions about whether the Los Angeles Lakers are willing to give up on Knecht, which Sports Illustrated questioned after this proposal. Getting Smith and Carter in return could be intriguing, but Smith isn't exactly great, and Carter isn't getting any younger. Are they ready to give up on Knecht, and are they willing to part with draft capital to do this? Smith has issues defensively, and Carter is unlikely to be an important piece in the playoffs. Knecht acknowledged that he didn't play well for the Lakers during the first two games of the Summer League. According to Lakers Nation, the youngster had the following to say about his performance. Took a while for me to get going. I didn't get going at all. Just gotta come out ready to play better tomorrow and come out with more confidence, shake off the rust. And then as a team, I think my teammates were great. They all came out competing, picking up full court, rebounding, crashing the glass hard. I'm proud of my teammates and they did great, he said. Dalton Knecht has gloomy future in LA. Knecht still has plenty to prove for the Los Angeles Lakers. They put him in a trade involving Mark Williams, but the deal was later rescinded due to health concerns about the Charlotte Hornets' big man at the time, who was recently traded to the Phoenix Suns. Regarding what Knecht's future could be in Los Angeles moving forward, Jovan Boha of The Athletic believes that he's nothing more than the eights or night man, which is a somewhat telling sign. Basically, it comes down to the Lakers only have so many assets to trade, and Dalton Knecht I think at best next season is an eighth man and probably is an eighth, ninth man, Boha said. And when thinking about the Lakers trying to get a starting center or a starting wing, you need to give something up to get that player. The Los Angeles Lakers officially added a major piece to their front court on Sunday, announcing the signing of veteran center DeAndre Ayton. Ayton, 26, joins Los Angeles after spending the past two seasons with the Portland Trail Blazers. The 7-foot, 252-pound big man appeared in 40 games, all starts, for Portland during the 2024-25 season, averaging 14.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.0 blocks in 30.2 minutes per game. Originally the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft by the Phoenix Suns, Ayton has quietly built a reputation as a consistent interior force. He's averaged a double-double in each of his 7 NBA seasons, one of only 4 players to do so over that span, along with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Rudy Gobert, and Nikola Vucevic. Across 398 career games, 391 starts, with Phoenix and Portland, Ayton has averaged 16.4 points on 59% shooting, 10.5 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.0 blocks in 30.8 minutes. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka praises DeAndre Ayton after signing. Ayton brings postseason experience as well, having played in 45 playoff games, all starts, during his time in Phoenix. He played a key role during the Suns' run to the 2021 NBA Finals and remains the only player in NBA history to average at least 15 points while shooting 60% or better in postseason play. Acquiring a starting caliber center was the top priority for us this offseason, and we believe DeAndre is an amazing solution to that objective and is an ideal player to add to our current core, Lakers president of basketball operations and general manager Rob Pelinka said in a statement. DeAndre's size, mobility, and athleticism will allow both paint scoring and paint protection. DeAndre's playoff experience as a starter on an NBA Finals team also aligns well with our ultimate Lakers championship aspirations. Ayton signed a 2-year, $16.6 million deal with the Lakers after reaching a buyout agreement with the Trail Blazers. Despite the new contract, Ayton will still earn more than $25 million thanks to the remaining money Portland owed him. Lakers star Luka Doncic, eager to play with DeAndre Ayton. Ayton will be the starting center for the Lakers, with Jackson Hayes and Maxi Kleber also expected to be in the rotation. Hayes re-signed this offseason, while Kleber came over as part of the Luka Doncic deal. Ayton was part of Doncic's draft class, and the two have some familiarity with each other. Dan Woik of The Athletic said Doncic is eager to team up with a former top pick. Ayton was promising enough of a prospect that the Phoenix Suns have been spared the criticism the Sacramento Kings have lived with ever since they passed on Doncic in that 2018 draft, Woik said. The proven success, Ayton's role on that 2021 Suns team, is one of the reasons why Doncic is eager about teaming up, league sources told The Athletic. The two also share an agency, WME headed by Bill Duffy, and got ready for that 2018 draft in the same hotel room. The Lakers added in their announcement that Ayton will wear jersey number 5 in LA. He previously wore number 2 with the Blazers and number 22 with the Suns. The LeBron James era in LA may not be over just yet, but it's clear the Los Angeles Lakers are no longer his team. It took 23 seasons, officially an NBA record when James takes the floor for the first time in 2025-26, but the four-time MVP has finally lost the supreme form of leverage he has held every year with every franchise for which he has played: the threat of leaving the following summer if the front office doesn't exhaust its resources to improve the roster toward immediate contention. James will turn 41 years old in December, which is part of it, though he remains a perennial All-Star and All-NBA selection, earning second-team honors last season. The bigger factor, though, was the Lakers' trade for Luka Doncic back in February. Doncic, 26, is already a 5-time first-team All-NBA player and one of the best 5 or 6 players in the league, at worst, when healthy. He is just entering his prime years now, and the Lakers are looking harder at the 2026 and 2027 offseasons, when they will have more salary cap space freedom and more personnel optionality to construct a roster suited to Doncic's needs and desires. Competing in the Western Conference will be a bear of a task regardless, but centering a squad around a player like Doncic should give LA a legitimate chance to contend against and/or defeat the top teams in a young and powerful West that boasts several franchises prepared for long runs near the top of the league. With all of that as context, James may push for a trade out of LA this summer. Going to the Eastern Conference makes the most sense for both James and the Lakers, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are an obvious landing spot for several reasons. Darius Garland among most likely trade candidates on Cavaliers' roster. First, the Cavs drafted James number 1 overall 22 years ago. He is from the surrounding area and led the franchise to the sole championship in its history in 2016. Cleveland also has 4 recent All-Stars on its roster, all of whom are young and talented, but aren't the perfect fit together based on redundant skill sets. The foursome won the East during the regular season in 2024-25, but still left the playoffs after a 5-game defeat in the second round, the exact same exit point as last season. One of the players the Cavaliers are more likely to part with is point guard Darius Garland, who was an All-Star last season on the strength of 20.6 points, 6.7 assists, 2.9 rebounds, and 1.2 steals per game. He is playing on a 5-year deal worth $197 million that runs through 2027-28, when he'll be just 28 years old. Garland's salary this season, $39.5 million, isn't an exact match with James after the latter exercised the $52.6 million option on the final year of his contract. As such, the Cavaliers would need to add another player into the deal to make the salaries work. LeBron James can help Cavaliers compete for title next season, relieve financial concerns in coming years. There are several paths the teams could take, including the Cavs adding DeAndre Hunter and his $23 million salary to the mix, and the Lakers matching with Jared Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleber, or Gabe Vincent, And that's just one permutation. The point is that the money can work on both sides, and the deal makes sense for various reasons. Garland is an on-ball guard who is weak on defense, which is exactly the same strength/weakness profile of his backcourt partner Donovan Mitchell, whom the Cavaliers are unlikely to trade. But Garland can work alongside Doncic, another weaker defender who needs the basketball, if the Lakers staggered their minutes. The addition of Hunter would add at least a little perimeter defense, while Los Angeles is certain to hunt for a rim-protecting upgrade at center over DeAndre Ayton, currently a placeholder in that regard on a 2-year contract. Meanwhile, James can offer the Cavaliers a better playmaker than they currently have and more size and defense on the perimeter. He wants to win another title, and the Cavaliers are positioned well in an Eastern Conference with several top teams ravaged by injury and looking at gap seasons in 2025 to 26. James profiles as potentially a 1-year play in Cleveland, but that could be worth it for 2 reasons. First, he might put the Cavaliers over the top in a winnable East based on his specific skill set. 2. The Cavaliers are looking at crossing into the second apron this season, so getting off Garland's money would mean significant financial savings in the years ahead as Garland's salary increases. It could also potentially loosen the league-imposed handcuffs on roster building during the coming year.